Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to start this one off with a message from an Arab peace activist. Check it out.
Have you ever wondered why we haven't seen mass pro-Palestine protests in the Middle East? See, in the West, you are privileged. You can demand even without understanding. Back where I come from, we don't demand. We are grateful if we find the means to feed our children, to pay the rent, to buy our medication. We are thankful if we're not arrested, tortured, and raped. You should know that you are supporting our oppressors, that you are betraying us, all of us, the Gazans included.
Now check this out. An Iranian college is offering free tuition to U.S. students expelled for taking part in anti-Israel protests, as a professor there called them our people who would support Iran in a war with America. The head of Shiraz University, located in the southern region of Fars, made the scholarship proposal on state-run TV while discussing the widespread wave of protests on college campuses across the U.S. Students and even protesters who have been expelled or threatened with expulsion can continue their studies at Shiraz University. And I think that other universities in Shiraz, as well as Fars province, are also prepared, Mohammed told Iranian state-owned Press TV. I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce his last name there, but the offer came as the NYPD cuffed more than 280 anti-Israel demonstrators at Columbia University and City College of New York campuses in a massive operation that Mayor Eric Adams blamed on outside agitators trying to radicalize students. Similar scenes have rocked campuses across the U.S. with riot cops using tear gas to stop violence at the University of California early Thursday. A professor at the University of Tehran said Iran was thrilled to see such uprisings because pro-terror students would likely support Iran if it went to war. And this gives us some insight into their perspective from what they're seeing as they witness these pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel protests going on within the U.S. on college campuses. But nevertheless, it's a fantastic troll, in my opinion, that this Iranian professor is proclaiming that a bunch of LGBTQ plus, left-wing woke protesters, right? Protesters in quotes, would just be welcome in Iran. These American students are our people, Professor Fode said on Memory TV. If tensions between America and Iran rise tomorrow or the day after, these are the people who will have to take the streets to support Iran. The reality is most of these kids, I say kids, but a lot of these people, it has been discovered, aren't even students at the universities. They're agitators, paid agitators, just dipshits in general, right? But the quote continues, sooner or later, this kind of support for the Zionist regime by the American regime will diminish. It might stop completely, but it's diminishing its support, Azad continued. This is why demonstrations on U.S. campuses are important. The professor, who earned his master's degree from the University of Houston, according to the Southern California Center on Public Diplomacy, went on to claim that support for the Palestinians wouldn't be what it is if it weren't for Iran. So once again, you see that Iran is basically confirming that they are the ones supporting Hamas. They are the ones that are pushing this ideology, this war, essentially against Israel. We are watching the demonstrations and like what we see, but it should not end like this, Izadi said. I wonder how he thinks it should end. Maybe he'll say, if not for the Islamic Republic, the case of the Palestinian idea would have been closed years ago. The idea of resistance belongs to Iran, but on the operational level, when it comes to recruiting connections and building networks, the Iranian state has not been involved in a sufficient level. Here you have some pictures of students barricading themselves inside of the school as they tried to take it over. It comes after wild scenes have erupted nationwide. Various anti-Israel tent encampments have popped up at college campuses. Maybe those green tents are actually being bought by Iran. Just curious. In addition to the NYPD crackdown at Columbia and CCNY late Tuesday, hundreds of helmeted cops muscled their way into the encampment of UCLA early Thursday to clear out protesters. So I wanted to highlight this one because it goes to show that Iran is influencing these people. They do see these people as allies for some strange reason and are backing these people ideologically and possibly financially if these students go over to Iran and take them up on their offer for free college tuition. I don't think they would last very long over there, but you never know. They might be trying to get these students to go over there so they can radicalize them even more and then send them back over to our country. I don't trust anybody right now, especially those countries that are radicalized against the United States, such as the way that Iran and North Korea, some of these other countries are. But anyways, what are your thoughts? Should these students go ahead and take Iran up on their free college tuition? And if they do, I hope they document it. I'm going to wrap up there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. If not, maybe next time. But I do appreciate you watching to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.